Hey Cancers, Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot reading for June 8th through the 14th of 2020. We are going to skip through the astrology this week because I know the weeklies are late, and we're going to get right into the tarot here with the Art Nouveau Tarot, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. It is beautiful. It's a new deck that I have, and I'm loving it. Let me get a sip of water here. And all right, let's get into this. Thank you guys so much for your patience. And I do apologize for not having the weeklies out on time. I believe your monthly is up already, so you guys might not be complaining, but it's been very difficult to do readings right now. The collective energy is a lot, and the personal things that I'm feeling and going through in all this, it's a lot right now, and it's extremely heavy on me. It's been very emotional and very trying, and it's been very hard this week. So I do thank you for your patience. I thank you for your understanding, but sometimes other things take precedence, and I'm not going to give you a reading when I'm not fully tapped in and can give you all that I give you, you know. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a correct reading. It wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good for anybody's energy. All right, so Cancers, let's get into this here. Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, June 8th through the 14th. I do like that. How does this week play out for you? Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer Venus. It's interesting. Some signs are getting like all major arcana, and some signs are getting like no major arcana. It's a very interesting week. We're gonna need some clarifiers for sure here, but let's go with what we've got so far. There is something wonderful that you're trying to communicate and that you're holding on to. It's like you are unshakable in what you're communicating right now, which is, again, very beautiful with the Knight of Cups showing up with the Ace of Swords right next to it, the first two cards out. There is forgiveness, there is love, there is creativity, and maybe a new, more loving approach to something that is triumphant for you this week, and that you know is triumphant. This is, I mean, literally it's triumph over difficulty, over the mind, and through your words and through the mind. So it's seeing things in a more enlightened, grown, intelligent way, and speaking them in such way, and offering them in a really beautiful way that is coated in love. For me, I don't know, this week is just love conquers all, but it can only do so if we look down the well. And what we have and what we're holding on to at this time and in this week, we've got things that we're holding on to that we want to move forward on. We have a base, we have knowledge, we have things that we are not going to let go on, and that we are going to continue to have either a long battle on or, you know, continue to work with here. We've built up this much, and we're going to continue building. We're going to continue growing for the long term. He doesn't worry about the time, but, you know, he is going to plan out his route. He's going to plan out how, you know, this seed is going to be planted, what he's going to do with it, and what he's going to do afterwards. He has everything set up and planned. He's not very interesting, fun, or exciting, but this is grown and known knowledge that we're not really moving on, that we're not willing to let go of, and that we're not willing to budge on. And with that, and underneath it, is the Ace of Wands. So it feels to me what you've held on to, what you have grown, and where you want to take something. You have a new, either creative way to speak this. You have a new, You have something that you need to put out about it, something that you need to speak. And Pisces also came up with this Ace of Wands energy where it just feels like you guys are both, maybe it'll come for, can't English, it's about to be Mercury retrograde, we're in the shadow period, forgive me, but maybe you and all the water signs are kind of speaking from a very deep place this week. You have a new direction where you're taking things and where you're taking your knowledge and where it has taken you now. You have built this all up, and now what you are offered is a new direction with it. An ability to change thoughts, minds, and your path forward with what comes in here. Get two really very intense aces. Something that we've held on to that's maybe been difficult, painful, that causes fighting. It causes discord, harsh words. And I feel, again, what you have to say is coming from a place that is nothing but grounded understanding and love. Like, all of these cards are very intelligent. And I really like seeing, again, that Knight of Pentacles there, because there's a sense of intelligence. And again, with that Four of Pentacles, a grown base that you're not willing to budge on, something that you're holding on to, but you're holding on to it for a reason. And because of knowledge and feeling in your heart and mind that you know that this is triumph, that this is right, and that where you're headed towards with whatever this is in the right direction. I've triumphed over this before, and I've got all of this, so let me take this further. And you might be met with resistance, and you might have been met with resistance before this, but it's not bothering you, but instead drives you to find a detached, and English, what is wrong with me? Detached perspective of love, and of offering this with these feelings of protection, love, and endearment. And as a Cancer, the Six of Cups, I cannot think of what the astrological placement is represented with the Six of Cups. So if you do know it, let me know in the comments. I don't know all of these things. I try really hard to memorize them all, but there's a lot. The Six of Cups for me is a very deep and soulful, emotional card here. It harkens back to the past and to feelings from your childhood. And this is like a deeper sense of love and humanitarianism, and the ability to give and receive love on a very equal and very simple basis from the heart, through understanding that you've probably cultivated and felt since you were a child. And with the Nine of Swords reversed, it kind of factors into, with love and detachment from the negative aspects of it, from the Nine of Swords, the things that do you in about a situation, about a fight, about how people have spoken to you, treated you, or whatever this is. But the Nine of Swords says you have to detach from that and approach this with love, to go back to a place of love and understanding. And despite how absurd and frustrated you might feel these energies are that are attacking you, or that you're coming up against, because that's what I feel, and that's why you're not budging. You're like, this is totally absurd. The way that you're acting is crazy. Like, I'm not doing this, but I need to find a better way to communicate. And again, the Strength card is here all week this week. I mean, this is going to be in the thumbnail because this has just been everywhere. But the Strength card here shows courage and a courageousness within you, and that has been really the backbone of the week here for all of the signs is courage. Having the courage and perseverance to approach something with love rather than hate. You know, we're not going to attack the lion and slay it or something like that. She gives it love and understanding. And through that, we're able to both grow and give and receive equally. It's a never-ending cycle of love if we approach something with love. You cannot get love out of something you do not approach with love. And remember that. So if you're approaching something even within yourself, denial, hatred, or comment, whatever, with hate, look again and try to find a way to approach it with love. Because love is what is winning this week, and what is giving everybody this kind of power, this empowered perspective to teach, to show, to say, look at this. Yeah, let's look at this, because I know I'm in my authority here. I know I'm in my power, and I know I'm right. And I know this because of all this research and all this built up stuff. And let me give you the facts here. Let me show you what I've written out here. Let me show you what I've been through and what I can now say moving forward and what will be most helpful. You guys have a new perspective that is very intelligent, that moves again into this more detached emotionally perspective, that just is able to offer love and not take offense and not take anger into the equation. It's like you step above it. You just step above it, and it's just beautiful. So let's pull an oracle now. Oh, I love you, my Cancerians, so much. What's this that really wants to come out for you? We're just going to take it. Oh, it's number 1, the unknown. You get the number 1 card. Beautiful, beautiful card here. Pyramids and spheres. We are all pilgrims on the path of the unknown. We sit in awe and wonder in the at the architecture of power. Ripen the receptive void within you like a womb accepting a seed. Open yourself to the unknowable, to what is unfamiliar to you, so that the energy of what you need in order to be whole can flow into you. When you think of yourself as an entity separate from power, you will obstruct the current and power will defeat you. Identify the form of power you want, what you want to accomplish, build, create, or be, and become that, so that there is no separating you. What a beautiful message. I'm loving the way these cards are fitting this week. Love it. So leave me a comment, guys, if you enjoyed it. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to check me out over on Instagram. On Instagram, Deku Tarot. We have a lot of discussions, and I post a lot of stuff over there, and I have been lately. Been pretty vocal and outspoken there, so go check that out. Do make sure, if you want to book a private reading, to check out my description box below. All the info is there, along with all the info for Truly Divine. If you want to get 30% off of an astrology or numerology analysis or compatibility analysis in those realms, do check out that information. You can use my code DEKU30 as many times as you want. Send it to as many people as you want, so take advantage of that, guys. And have a wonderful and blessed week. I love you all so, so much. Thank you so much for all of your support, for all of your love. I really do appreciate it. And sending you love, support, and positive energy during this time. Namaste.